Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Back Porch Lounge. We are the Leaf Cutters, and I'm your host, Ben.
Mandy.
You got Grimm.
Robert.
I'm Zack.
God, how do we fuck up the alphabet that bad every time?
Hey, I wasn't in a rush that time. It's not the one in a rush.
That's true. He wasn't in a rush that time. He literally laid back and was like, hey, what's going on, guys? Oh, shit, it's a podcast.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're doing it.
They're recording.
All right. So, starting off the episode, as always, we have a sponsor. Well, not a sponsor, but a very loving person. Our featured shop, BadassPenny.com.
Yeah.
Badass Penny is still your purveyor of cigars and all the stuff that says fuck. So please go
a little louder in the back. What was that word?
Fuck.
Appreciate it. Just didn't get it the first
You're
time.
welcome. I just needed some bass in that. So she's a purveyor of the things of cigars and the things that say fuck. So please check out her site. Give her some love. She's been giving us some love, and today she has provided us the GOSS Hot August Nights. We're going to be reviewing that for you. Never had a GOSS, never heard of GOSS until, of course, BadassPenny.com has, bestowed the wisdom upon us. Now, Andy's heard of GOSS. I haven't. I don't know if anybody else has heard of GOSS.
This is my first one.
Yeah,
This is my
this
first.
should be
That's
interesting.
This is my second GOSS cigar. We'll see how this goes.
All right. So, without further ado, while we light up, Robert has a question.
So, this is actually a question that was posed to me by my boss who loves getting me cigars. She wants to know why we don't inhale cigars.
Do you want to die? Because that's how you die.
I just assumed it was because I was a pansy and that's why I didn't do it.
No, that's the answer, and we're done.
Fair.
No, there actually is a very good reason why you don't inhale a cigar like you do a cigarette, right? First of all, cigars are different. They're not about just getting the quick nicotine to your body. Even though they do have more nicotine than a regular cigarette, they're not about getting the nicotine into your body very quickly. They're more built for the aroma, the taste, and the experience than a cigarette is. Therefore, with a cigar, with it having more nicotine and more tobacco in it, if you inhale it, it is much stronger. There's a lot more smoke, and there's a lot more nicotine that you're putting into your body. All right, so that will cause you immediately to start coughing and kicking it out of your system because it's not supposed to be inhaled.
Got it. Because you don't want to choke up a lung. Okay.
Pretty much. You don't want to choke up a lung. But it is a much heavier smoke intake. Like I said, there's much more nicotine. You can actually get nicotine poisoning if you inhale too many cigars. But if you get a really strong cigar, you could get nicotine poisoning from that if you inhale. But taking it into your mouth like you do, taste the flavor, taste the aroma, everything like that, and blowing it out is what the experience is about with cigars. So that's pretty much the reason I know. Now, if anybody else knows any more, feel free to share.
I did share it. So do you want to die? Because that's how you die.
See, Andy shared. It was great. That's the perfect reason.
Very
wanna die.
succinct, to the point,
The only other, I guess, the only similar having smoked cigarettes for any length of period of time, Robert might have actual more input on that than the rest of us would. Retrohaling is the only other similar concept, the whole exhale through the nose. But it doesn't include drawing all of that into your lungs and blowing it out. It's just a close off the back of your throat and push that smoke through your nose to get and they say it's a flavor, you can taste different flavors or, different sensations. I don't know how I feel about that. It depends on the cigar.
Yeah, it
I don't
depends on
do
the
it
cigar
often.
for sure.
except when I'm choking, so I couldn't really tell you. But it makes sense. I mean, because you're taking it all the way to the back of your palate to get it go through nose, so you could get a different sensation.
You definitely get like some different aromas and sensations from it, but a lot of times it's a little too pungent for that. And like if you smoke something a little lighter, like pipe tobacco, it's not as harsh, so it's not as uncomfortable if you do it that way with a pipe.
That's true.
That is my experience.
Pipes are a little bit more delicate in their flavor and aroma, more pleasant, I should say. So I hope that answers your question, Robert.
Does indeed.
And take it back to your boss and say, "Hey, I learned something today."
Or go back to her and say, "Hey, I was right."
Or you could have said that too. I don't know exactly what you told her.
4 out of 5 leaf cutters agree that inhaling your cigar is a bad idea.
Yeah, because I think Grimm's already like, "You're not supposed to inhale."
He's like, "Oops."
What? Sorry, what?
Are you working out, buddy?
Well, I was translating I realized that there was Latin on the band, and I was like, I wonder what I'm putting in my mouth. You know, like this could be something weird, like, hey, you know, give your life to Walmart.com or something. I don't know what it is. You know, so I decided to translate, and it says, "Those who want to tame us, we gladly feast on them." So I'm already about the message because it's about eating, and I'm fat.
And here I was thinking, it was like, that's what Hot August Nights is, but bravo.
Yeah, that's pretty cool little phrase though.
Before the recording started, that like I'm concerned that he's trying to make out with me on his label. Like the kissy face. I don't know if I'm expecting a phone call or should I get ready for a date, or if I'm not even classy enough for a date and this is what's happening at this point. Just suck a stick and let's go. You know. So
You are kind of sucking the stick.
I am kind of.
It could be like the kiss of death, really.
Yeah. I feel like it's almost like a Mick Jagger kind of move here. Like not necessarily like a kiss to you specifically, Grimm, but like a kiss to the
It's
audience.
always about me. It's always about me. Don't ever fucking get that wrong.
Sorry, I stand corrected.
Damn, violence. So before we get to blows here, what do we think about the first impressions of the GOSS here?
Oh, sorry. So
Don't
far, so
everybody-
good.
Don't everybody speak at once.
I like it so far. It's got good so far. It's got good construction. The flavors are decent. Draw's good. Next,
I'm right there with you. Draw's good. The smoke draw is really, really good. I like it's kind of a heavy, medium to heavy draw.
Yeah,
But,
mine's a little bit tight on the draw, but it's got good smoke output, and so far pretty pleasant.
mm-hmm. It's got a good flavor.
I just made jokes about making out. I don't want to make jokes about it being tight too. So it's good. Good. Good.
Well, mine started a little rough. I center punched it, and if you can see it, it kind of cracked.
No.
Ah.
But other than that, I agree. The output is good. The draw's nice. I like the flavoring. So, outside of that one little oops, it's good.
I sometimes do that with a punch.
Yeah, no problem with the punch. I usually like to wet down the tip before I punch it, just so it hold together a little bit better.
See, there's another tip I never knew.
Also,
Don't
sometimes
let them
your
shame
punch
you.
will get a little
They're
dull.
saying it's your fault right now. Don't let them shame you.
Oh, it might be the punch's fault.
punch could be though.
Give me the punch's fault if it's not sharp
It's the
enough.
punch. Fuck that punch.
So full of anger.
I'll be protective there, Grimm. I mean, yeah.
Look, nobody messes with my Robert. No, just
I appreciate you
Right.
having my back.
Do you need a room? Should we wait? We
I had a
pause and come back.
room.
Why
I'm
wait? I
proud.
mean, we can watch.
Yeah.
This is a podcast. We're gonna film the whole
This-
damn thing.
This session, this portion brought to you by our OnlyFans page.
Somebody go get
That's
tickets
right.
from Office
Different
Max.
OnlyFans page.
Ooh, we do need to promote our OnlyFans page because sooner or later we're going to put a weenus on it.
Yeah, sooner or later we'll get that OnlyFans page going.
What did I name it?
I can't remember. It's
Yeah.
like Weenus McFlufferton or something like that. I can't remember
Yeah.
exactly the name.
I don't even know if I have the login for it anymore. Like that's the sad thing is I'm gonna have to make another one just because I'm like I leave cut fuck. What email did I put this under? Who did?
So does this classify you as a sex worker now? Is that something you have to worry about
I
on your
mean,
taxes?
there's nothing really sexual about it. I
I know,
mean,
it's
we're
just
giving it
my-
sexual undertones, maybe.
I'm feeling a little sexy right now. Like, that might be a byproduct. I don't know, or it could just be
Dude,
that I'm having
I'm
a frisky
telling
day.
you, I've been moisturizing my lobes. I haven't been
Yeah.
moisturizing the weenus, though, because I want that rough texture to it, because I think it'll be better.
Yeah, give
You know,
it
it
to
has
him,
some
bro.
grit for the camera. Exactly. But
I want that texture on there.
Yeah.
I want some texture to it. So, you know, if I rub it against a microphone, you can hear that shit.
What's the like sound thing? SMR or what is it?
ASMR?
Hey,
I got Grimm. Yep,
Look,
ASMR. That's it.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
nice.
You're just like,
Exactly. You like that? You like this? Here, I'm going to get closer and closer. And
and then you just say Bentley.
that's it.
You know, if this starts like a whole new genre of OnlyFans, I don't know if I'm going to be proud of it or not. Like, I want to.
No, you own that shit. You say, you're welcome.
You're
Yeah,
welcome,
right.
world.
You say
You're
World,
welcome.
world of weaknesses.
That's right. You're
Could you
welcome.
imagine
to
like you
World
bump
Weenus.
into somebody in the line of the movie theater or something like that, and they're like, "Hey, watch my weenus. That's my moneymaker."
I got that insured.
You're damaging my pride here.
Look. I go back to the, you know, every movie that's ever said it, and you know, chicks dig scars. So you scar it up, it's just going to be more, you know, more worth it to the people.
Yeah. The rugged weenus.
The rugged weenus. But somebody needs to fully on moisturize their weenus, so you know it's nice
it's
and
real
smooth.
soft. Yeah,
Exactly. So we can have some contrast.
yeah. I get where
This
you're
is
going.
what a young weenus looks like.
And then every couple of weeks, we'll just have a post that, you know, is like, whose weenus is this? Kind of like the Pokemon show. You know, what Pokemon? We're going to do what weenus?
Who's earlobe?
Yeah, whose earlobe?
Yeah, no, I'm in.
I think we should.
Somebody's leaving.
Oh, Amazon's here. I'm hoping it's my comic. Like, I've been waiting for this comic for like, you know, a month now. It made me sad.
You ordered it straight from China?
You know, I didn't read that far into it, which is weird because, you know, it's reading material, but it could have been.
Maybe, potentially, possibly. Gotcha.
This
Thank you, Amazon.
Beeping. Yeah, motherfucking beeping. Interrupting our podcast. I'm writing, what's his fuck face, Bezos.
Yeah, tell them.
Bezos isn't there anymore.
I'm writing whoever replaced Bezos and letting them know the beep on their reverse is annoying, and it's podcast. Just we could have been famous if it wasn't for that particular derailment.
That particular
man.
moment was our breaking point.
$80,000 a month
Emotionally
each
scarred.
for our pain and suffering.
Yeah, and all because
I mean-
you know they wanted to back out of my damn driveway. What assholes!
Hey,
Pompous.
I heard on the radio
Asshole.
today, you know, you can call the lawyer's office and get an estimate on how much your lawsuit is worth. I was like, finally. You know, they got it for insurance companies. Why not have it for lawsuits?
Dude, I want to call and just ask random things. I stubbed my toe at the gas pump.
How much can I get for that?
I got a sideways glance from somebody at the Dollar General. I can't be seen in public anymore. What's that worth?
Is that before or after the Weenus incident?
It was after.
Hey,
like
that
I was
Weenus
trying to recover from the Weenus thing, and like it happened, and I was like, I'm done about. I can't do it anymore.
You know, during open enrollment, I made sure to add on extra for the Weenus to protect it, so I'm covered.
Yeah, you got a little extra rider on your insurance. For
That Weenus is now worth a whole $3.
Yes,
Is that $3 a month or?
dude, I'd cash in.
Exactly. That I have to pay them $3 to cover it. It's never going to be cashed out.
Let your kid marker on it and claim irreparable damage, and then you know,
Make sure it's a
let's
Sharpie.
do that.
yeah, and then go get some Dairy Queen.
So an insurance
Dairy Queen, if
policy
you're
on
looking
your
for
elbow skin.
sponsorship, just let me know.
What constitutes damage? Is that like you scratch your elbow, you bruise your elbow? Is this like does it go to the joint? Like if you hyperextend your elbow, is that covered by your elbow insurance rider?
I mean, I that's a great question. I guess I need to talk to the lawyers that did, J-Lo's ass. Because her ass is like covered for like $1 million.
Yep.
So I need to go talk to them and find out exactly what those stipulations are, because this is going to take off.
Oh man, I just
Is
about to
that
make a terrible joke.
Lords of
God,
London?
I'm going to hell.
The insurance company that does that?
I think it is.
Oh god, I kind of. I would have said no. All right, I'm good.
Say it, Grimm.
No, I don't.
Spit it out.
Do you ever wonder if she's ever been like, "Don't worry about it, it's insured"?
Nice.
You got it.
Especially if she got rear-ended.
Yeah. Well, that's the point.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah. Oh,
Oh. I'm getting that call from a cease and desist lawyer. I'll be right back.
the lead cutters are no longer on the air because.
Yeah, that joke
So,
can't make it
thanks for the call.
to the final, cut. That's just,
It's going in there.
Oh, it's
All
going
of
in
this.
there.
that's what she said.
And that's what she said.
Bam.
Yay!
God damn it. This is why my dad doesn't talk to me. I mean, I have a healthy relationship.
And on that note, I had another question for you guys.
Oh shit.
So, it's been brought up on the boards, and it's a great question. And what is a brand of cigar that's safe for both the beginner and the advanced person who smokes? And I can start this off. For me, Arturo Fuente. Arturo Fuente line, you can start at the cheapest one, go all the way up. You'll get consistency, you'll get goodness out of pretty much every Fuente. But they also have the ones that, are good for starters. The short stories, Hemingway's, very good for, starting off in cigars. But then you can go all the way to like the sophisticated hookers, the rare pinks that an advanced smoker will totally appreciate, totally fall in love with, and still, love any of their line. So I was wondering if anybody else had a go-to brand that, like I said, was safe for the beginner and for the most experienced smoker.
Yeah, I do agree with you, Puente, but the sad thing is I was thinking about it while you're talking. I haven't had a Puente in like a year plus. But they do like they have everything from entry level to like god tier cigar. So as long as you know what you're going in for, like you're pretty safe.
Yeah.
I think so as you started that question, I was thinking, are we talking just brand, or are we talking about just a specific line?
I mean, it could be line if you want to recommend that. I was just thinking, like a safe brand. If you walk into a shop and you had name recognition, Fuente for me would be that one.
Perdomo, I think, has a pretty good brand. God, I know for years I've pointed people towards like the Champagne as a starter cigar.
Yeah,
That's a good.
and I still love that. Yeah,
And yeah, even as a seasoned cigar smoker, I still enjoy that cigar when I get hold of it. If I get one on a sampler or something, but Perdomo's got, there's a ton of cigars that they've put out over the years. Not one of them are coming to my mind right this particular second because I haven't walked in the shop.
Lot
and picked one up.
23.
Lot 23.
The 10th
Yeah.
anniversaries, the Sun-Grown, the
Yep.
Connecticut's.
20th. Well, you said the 20th. There's a 10th and there's a 20th.
There's a 10th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good. And the
Chili over
Perdomo
here.
Maduros. Those are good.
I like the Connecticut's,
look.
man.
They have a website.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling a Zack, yeah, it's getting reason. Excuse me.
Yeah, I like the Fuente as an answer. I think also, I mean, if you wanted to like get it really narrow, you could say something like the Underground series. The Shade Grown is pretty light and friendly, and the Maduro is bolder and delicious.
Yeah. You're gonna,
Sun Grown's good too. I mean, it's only 3 cigars, but it has a pretty unique label that's easy to spot for a new person.
Exactly. And it's more, I think the Fuente line is more readily available in pretty much any cigar shop you go into. They have a Fuente of some sort.
Sure.
It's kind of a staple.
yeah, but I think the same thing with Drew and Perdomo. And,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of cigar shops. You're either going to leave. You got cigar shops that are specific, like you've got your Davidoff shops. You've got your
Yeah, where they really bought into the brand.
where the brand supports a lot of what they do, or they bought into the brand.
Yeah.
But you're still going to
be
find a
careful
wide
with-
variety of stuff there.
Yeah. But you got to be careful, like, with there's a great example in the opposite direction. A Davidoff, I'm not saying that they're hit or miss, but if you're starting with a Davidoff,
You're setting the bar high.
you may not have
That'd
that
be a
taste
turnoff.
for it yet.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You may not be a taste for it yet, because it is definitely a cigar when you get a Davidoff.
You can spend $40 on a Davidoff and not like it because you don't have the refined taste for it yet or anything else like that, and just be turned off to cigars. Period. Like, why would I spend $40 on a
Correct.
cigar that I'm not even going to enjoy?
Exactly. So that's why I pretty much say stay clear of Davidoff starting off, just because of the price point, and you haven't really built that refined palate for a Davidoff.
Don't get me wrong. You give me a Davidoff now, and we're gonna.
You, me both, brother, and Robert, and I'm pretty sure Zach and Andy are on the same board with that one.
I've never actually smoked a Davidoff. I have one in my humidor. I've got a Millennium that I haven't smoked yet.
Yeah, well, hold on to that one. I mean, dang. Yeah, if
So
you got a
are you
Millennium
saying I'm
in
going to
there-
make a Goss face when I have one? Be like,
Yes, quite possibly.
Dang,
Okay,
Zach,
so
you're
not
about
to be
halfway
that
through
guy,
it.
but how the hell are you so far up your cigar, man? Because like this thing is burning slow for me.
Yeah, same
I'm like
here.
chucking on this thing. Yeah, look
where
at
you
this
guys
shit.
at?
Yeah, look.
Oh,
Damn it,
guess I
Zach,
haven't
slow
been,
down.
Flapping my app as much.
Dang it. What you trying
Whoa,
to say?
killer! That's
I'm
what
sorry,
you guys
we're
bring
on
me
a
around
cigar
for. You tell me
review show where we have to
tell me
talk
crack
about
joke.
stuff.
Jesus, I feel ashamed of myself now. Fucking flapping.
That's
your
what it took.
gums. Zach's
No,
getting a
I don't
stern
know
text
why
message
it's.
later.
Don't know why I'm so far much farther in the cigar. I figured I was about the same.
No, just a little shorter than the rest of us.
Could be.
Could be.
Because the draw is a little tight, I have been puffing on it a little bit to get the smoke output I wanted from it. So maybe that's why it's just burning faster.
Could be. Or it could be like you said, you're not flapping your gums.
Maybe I need to flap my gums more.
Mm-hmm.
Flap them gums.
You know,
Yep,
I'm gonna
yep,
be
yep,
quiet
yep,
now.
yep,
Like
yep,
I don't,
yep.
I'm self-conscious of this entire thing now, and I don't like,
We've ruined your self-esteem. I apologize.
just one comment was all it took, and now I'm just, the silent partner.
ruined.
Ruined.
Well, it's fun having you on the podcast. Really enjoyed the laughs.
I think we're about halfway. Where everybody else at?
Well,
except for
I know
Zack.
Zach's almost done.
Zach's done.
No, I'm about halfway.
Wait,
No,
yeah.
no.
What to do with my hands?
So mine, it's good. I have to say that the smoke is still medium heavy to heavy. I would call it. It's definitely a medium cigar, not a full body cigar. For me, anyway. It's not tarring up at all, which I like. Not leaving a film in my mouth, which I like. The taste of it is actually pretty good. I'm enjoying it, and it hasn't changed. It stayed consistent.
Yeah, I'll follow that up with a lot of the same words and things. The flavor is consistent. The draw and smoke output are consistent from since first light. So so far it's a good cigar.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
I did you last week. Or the week before or whatever. Can you take care of me?
He's talking about when he impersonated you and you impersonated him.
Oh, okay.
I missed that episode. Damn it!
Let me do the Grimm on this one.
Thank you.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You should have put the hold up. You should have put the hood up.
Oh. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Damn, that was spot on.
I hope it's not
Uncanny.
long enough to get that kind of coverage.
That's why you always get your hoodie 3 sizes too large.
So, Zach, what's your review? Oh, I'm sorry, Grimm.
Oh no! I'm not doing that again. All right.
Yep, let's do it.
The construction of the cigar is very good. It's held together well. The smoke output is of a medium to slightly heavier medium blend. I think it's going to hold together well. It's still a little tight. It's a little tight and it's a little peppery, but I think all in all, Zachariah, think it's a decent cigar so far.
Right on. Did you get any cardamom? Did you get any cardamom out of that?
Can we go an episode without cardamom? I think the last episode we had without cardamom. Son of a bitch.
I'm not getting any.
You like cardamom? It's Christmassy.
What about you, Robert?
Despite the rough start, still good with the output. It's smoking well, burning, even.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's doing well.
Yeah, of
Mine
all
has
the
a tunnel.
cigars. Oh, you got a tunnel going?
You got a tunnel?
Yeah.
I'm shocked because it's so well tightly packed. Well, look, I got one too.
I can't see through it, so it's it can't be too bad.
There's definitely a hole there.
Probably why it's burning just a little crooked.
I was trying to even mine out. It was burning a little crooked.
Yeah, mine's where the hole is. It's running a little bit.
Zach, how's the root beer treating you with the cigar?
It's nice. It's kind of like a Dr. Pepper or Coke. Just kind of complements it. A little bit of sweet, It's good.
Rumbles, did you just hash all over everything, or just
Just
not
mostly
to
my
go blind.
pelvis region, which is a little uncomfortable, but
Gotcha.
Well, if you wear pants next time, it'll be better.
I mean, I'm multi-layered today because it's cold out.
Oh.
I
I mean, I can only see if
I told Ben earlier. I was like, I'm coming in my PJs. That's the only way I'm coming to do the show today. And then, I walked outside and I was like, we're gonna do multiple layers. This is uncomfortable. This is cold.
Yeah, it is a little bit colder today, but it's not too bad. But we're in direct sun over here. It's not as bad as it was last week with Robert looked like he was ready for ascension.
He was lit
I
up
mean, the
pretty
entire episode, I felt so bad because I was watching the episode back and he's sitting there like, adjusting his glasses, trying to see what was on the screen. Hey guys, it's a good cigar, but I can't fucking see it anymore.
Plus, it's not.
Yeah, the
sad.
things
Take
we
one
do
week
for
off
love.
and miss all kinds of fun shit.
I know, right? That's why you should never miss an episode. So make sure you like and
Never, ever.
subscribe.
Just
And follow. Definitely
go ahead.
follow
Follow.
us home.
and save. No, don't follow us home.
Nope.
Oh no! Don't follow us home. Don't follow
No,
us.
no, no.
The ghost
I
will follow
mean-
you home.
Now I'm scared.
It's the only haunted mansion reference I could come up with, man. Come on.
I watched that the other day with my kid, and funny enough, my kid was like, she was kind of into it, but my wife just came out left field because I paused it. What the hell happened? What are you doing? She was glued, man. she I didn't even realize she was watching it. She was just like glued to it. She was watching it. I was like, pretty good movie, isn't it? She's like, keep going, fucker.
I'm about to rewatch that. Saw it in the theater with the
It was
boys.
good. But which one did you see? Did you see the Eddie Murphy or the Rosario Dawson?
And Rosario Dawson. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's really good.
I watched the version with Ahsoka in it.
Right?
Well, I watched the one with Eddie Murphy. It wasn't bad, but they definitely did it better with Rosario Dawson.
Wait,
I have
the
not
Eddie
seen
Murphy
either of
version
those.
wasn't that in the 90s?
No, it was in the early.
Early
I think
2000s?
it was in the 2010s.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
If only there was some sort of device that could access a pool of
I'm
information to
looking.
tell us the answer.
So
I
far
know the
away,
name of that
man.
thing.
Someday.
It's a thing that's for porn. It's out there. Internet.
I'm
I think
looking.
we use it for different things.
No, sir. The internet is for porn. If Avenue Q has ever taught us anything, the internet is for porn.
So I'm sitting here thinking about my cigar, and I'm getting a little bit of like leather and cedar.
Leather and
Kind of-
cedar.
Yeah.
By the way, that Eddie Murphy version of the Haunted Mansion, Year of Our Lord 2003.
Wow, is that far back?
According to the Internet Movie Database. Yes.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that far back.
I apparently saw a bunch of concerts that year. I ran across an envelope that had some ticket stubs. I saw like Green Day and Offspring and a couple other bands that year.
Dang. It's a good year.
I think actually that year, I want to say is the first time I ever got to see Metallica,
Nice.
which was one of my dream bands to see live. And
Yeah, there's still a dream band for me. Never seen one
Well,
live.
I had to grow with a crazy woman to do it, but it was well worth it.
Should we tell Deb
That's
you
not a
called her
story I'm
crazy?
going into on this podcast. Hmm?
Okay.
Mhm.
Do we tell Deb you just called her crazy, or do we wait?
I didn't
I
know
was
Deb
gonna say-
then. Well, no,
Yeah,
I did.
it-
I knew Deb then.
So wait. No, you know what? No, I'm good. I'm good.
My interest is peaked.
Yeah, no. I just, was the crazy woman worth it, or was the concert worth it? Like that's I'm not clear here.
The concert was.
Okay.
Well, I had to put up with the crazy woman to see the concert, so it was worth it
Okay. No, I'm just making sure. All right.
because it was Metallica.
Yeah, that year
I was working for Delta. I don't remember what the hell I did in 2003.
That year was
You know,
Korn.
I may have my date wrong, but I don't care. It's still Metallica.
I saw Korn live with Disturbed and POD and Story of the Year.
Dang.
Not bad.
I think I also saw Tool that year. It was either Tool or a Perfect Circle. I can't remember which one.
Tool's
always
another one
wanted
of
to
those I
see
would
Tool.
love to see live.
So good.
I've always wanted to see
Yeah.
Tool, but I don't want to pay
I've
the prices.
Well, I saw him before it was super expensive. I won tickets off the radio to see my first Tool concert, and I went with my friend Jeremy, and like he like was a little bit familiar, I think, with their music. I had heard like one of their songs on the radio, and it melted my brain. It was amazing. And I've been a big Tool fan ever since, and like it was just crazy. It was good.
Did you find out about their back catalog before you went or afterwards?
So that was the Anima tour, and I found out about their back catalog afterwards.
Okay, so there was a moment where you were like, "Why is he talking about a hooker with a penis?"
Yes.
So were they actually allowed to be called Tool, or did they have to change their name when you had to see them?
It was Tool. It was on the on the sign outside and on the ticket stub.
Okay.
I had heard something about that they weren't allowed to use their name or something.
Yep.
Somewhere.
Because for a few years
I don't know anything about it.
They couldn't use their name.
Well, they found out it was a derogatory term, and they were like, "This is bullshit. We're not going to go by that anymore." I don't actually know the story.
And then they came back out and said, "Yeah." I'm about to say, but then they went back to Tool, so they were like, "Fuck it." So I was at a cigar shop yesterday, and an interesting conversation struck up, and it blew my mind because I didn't think about it this way. And of course, it's about movies. We started talking about movies, and what came up was, what was Val Kilmer's best role? And my immediate answer was Iceman from Top Gun. But there was one that I totally forgot about that was way better.
Doc Holliday?
Tombstone?
Fucking Tombstone. Yes.
Tombstone. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ooh. Tombstone. Val Kilmer is Doc Holliday in Tombstone. Going back to the Iceman thing, but I think his last in the Top Gun 2, his acting there, because he wasn't able to speak as much, and his ability to push that presence through screen without having to do a hell of a lot of talking was pretty damn remarkable.
Did any of you watch the Val documentary on? I think it was on. Maybe
I did.
Prime.
You said documentary, so I'm automatically on board. So
Yeah, Gibs already watched it twice.
I had no idea his life had gone that way, and I'd only recently learned that he lost his had a vocal cord issue. It was kind of heartbreaking because he's such a good actor. Has such a good voice,
but it was amazing how much of his life he documented.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Yeah, himself. He recorded a lot of his life, and all the people that he hung out with, and even whether he was on the set with people, he was recording. He was recording people he was hanging out with. When he would go out, he would record that too. And just having a good time, So it was sad. I agree with Zack, but I think it was more uplifting too, because he had documented his life to where he could go back and watch stuff and be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that. No, yeah, I remember this." And I thought that was kind of cool.
Well, yeah, remember Tom Cruise is only this tall.
Well, that's true. I mean, he missed Tom Cruise a lot of the shots. It just went right over his head. Honestly,
right?
I mean, I heard his voice. His voice was there, but I never saw him. I'm sorry, Tom Cruise, if you ever watch this.
He also he also portrayed or was portrayed in the documentary as being a genuinely good person, which I thought was pretty cool, because I hear stories about people involved in Hollywood. The things that you have to do to become famous, and he seemed like he was generally a good person. So,
it seemed like he was a little bit more down to earth. I agree, but I think some of the stuff that came out negative about him, in several of people who did talk negative about him, he was a method actor.
Yeah,
and I think when they caught him he was being a character of some sort.
Yeah, he was still in character. Yeah.
Yeah, he was still in character, and that's when they became, kind of, I don't know, standoffish about him or whatever. But they didn't realize he was playing a character, so that could have had something to do with it. Another thing I found out was, did you ever see The Doors?
I never actually saw all of it. I've seen bits of it.
Well, The Doors, it was so scary. He immersed himself so much into Jim Morrison. A lot of the stuff that you see on screen, he's singing, and he sounds like Jim Morrison.
I did not.
Yeah, I read that recently.
Yes, and it's
It was
freaking. It's scary.
That even the band went, damn, sure that's not Jim?
Yeah.
Wow.
They were like, that's a great backtrack. It wasn't a backtracking.
There was no backtracking.
Yeah, Val Kilmer was singing. Now there were some shots, of course, that were recordings, but a lot of the, like singing in it, he was doing it.
They said the same thing about the guy that played
Elvis.
No, I was thinking Queen.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Oh, Rami Malek.
That was a
Rami
good
Malek?
movie.
Rami Malek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he was awesome in that.
Yeah, Rami Malek
good.
was choice. He was amazing in Queen.
I don't know a
Sorry,
whole lot
Bohemian
about
Rhapsody.
him, but he's like very talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely transcended Mr. Robot for me when he was played Freddie Mercury, because up until that point he was Mr. Robot.
Right.
Yep.
Now that you mentioned it, I would say that Jim Morrison is Val Kilmer's best.
I still have to give it to Tombstone. His Doc Holliday just did it for me. I can quote. Okay, here's how I judge it. I can quote more of Doc Holliday than I can quote of Jim Morrison.
Well, it's a
I love
pretty
both
quotable
movies.
character.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
He kind of like hits the lines, and
that's why I say, for me, it's Tombstone more over. But I did say The Doors, Jim Morrison as mine, and I totally forgot about Tombstone. But once he said Tombstone, yeah, that was it. That's Val Kilmer, and that's Doc Holliday.
Yo, Huckleberry.
So I think also Tombstone was more critically acclaimed than The Doors. I mean,
sure,
everyone loves Tombstone. Very few people will say, "Hey, The Doors are among it's one of my top 10 movies." I mean, I can't even say The Doors are one of my top 10 movies. So you that has a lot to play in it too.
That's a fair point.
I don't know that it's like a necessarily a representation of his acting ability, but I always thought The Saint was a rad movie. Like I watched that movie probably 20 times.
Dude, yeah, The Saint was great.
So cool.
What about Batman?
Shut up.
I was going to say the Batman thing. Like,
I don't think he was excited. I mean, he kind of said that he wasn't really excited about being Batman.
He wasn't.
yeah, but
he didn't really
see
want
how
to
he
do
took
it.
out that door when he was going into Chase Meridian's office? He really fucking gave it to that door.
Well, okay, the whole thing about the Batman thing, or not the Batman, sorry, that's a completely different actor. But Batman was, he could not move his neck. The costume was so built up right
So
there in the neck
stiff,
area. He couldn't move it. So that limited his range of acting. So he couldn't move the way he wanted to. He couldn't act the way he wanted to. So it really took him out of the role.
It's like Sam Jackson and having to wear a blind patch over one eye. You have to move a lot.
Mm-hmm. There's a difference between having to, look around and, just being stiff-necked. You had to turn your entire body to look at stuff.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, it's nap time.
It is not nap time.
Damn, so close. Speaking of close, we're getting there. I'm surprised Zack.
Yeah, I'm about here.
Fingertips.
It slowed down a little bit.
I got so much
it's still
stuff in mind,
pretty
I'm not
tight.
even going to finish it.
You're not gonna finish it?
Mhm.
What?
Are you getting disappointed in it?
No, it's just super tight. Like, I I put enough effort into trying to drag from it that I'm like, I'm tired. I don't want to do no more.
You got it. You got a cutter?
Yeah.
Cut it again. Yeah, cut it again. Here's another tip for you. If you ever run into this situation like Grimm is, and it's so tight that you're hardly getting any draw, recut it. That'll open it up a little bit more and get you a little bit more airflow in it.
Or if you happen to have a fancy cigar dagger from cigardagger.com, because they're not sponsoring us, but I really like this cigar dagger. You can also poke it from the end, draw it.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it too.
Helps.
Or a nice massage.
Did it help, Grimm? Didn't help any? Damn.
The sun is hitting my camera, and it's I don't know. Do you
beautiful
guys see
lens
like
flare.
the lens flare? I'm a J.J.
I see
Abrams
that.
movie now.
If you had explosions, it'd be a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah, right.
It's a
Don't
trap.
forget
That'd be
anything
hysterical.
over
Hey,
here
we
fix it.
blew up the master bedroom for the podcast. We got 5 more followers. You'll deal with insurance claims, right?
It was worth it.
It was worth it.
It's so worth it.
Accident.
Wouldn't be the leaf cutters if there wasn't something going on.
We'll call that
We didn't
one
have some
the
sort of
future.
technical issue. No.
Yeah.
I'll just do that the whole time.
No, don't worry about it.
We'll edit it in post. Yeah, that's it.
That's what I always do.
Gibbs has got a little lens flare down on the corner of his screen too, so don't sweat it.
I do. Actually, no, I have like a green dot right here.
Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody to pull a trigger.
That's what I was waiting for. Take me home. Oh, no, don't. I'm already home.
Wait, I like life.
We get a single gust of wind, and that's gone, but it's working for now.
Lagatha, run across the screen. Run across the yard. Get the zoomies.
She's sniffing around for something. I don't know. Like, what are you doing? Nope, not interested. And it's gone.
Dude, that was like
I
cheap
tried.
advertisement. It was like, hey, woohoo!
Members mark.
Sponsored.
Sponsored by the tag for this chair.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a chair for Christmas. It almost killed me. They got one of those folding rockers.
Yeah.
And so I, got out of the bag and set it up. Well, I didn't read the instructions because that makes way too much damn sense. So I got it where I thought it was fully open and sat in it, and it spilled me right the hell back out. Like backwards and
Well, it's
everything.
a rocker, man.
Man, it went all the way. Yeah, I rolled out of that chair. And what the hell is that? Come to find out, it locks.
Oh.
Yeah,
That you found the ejection, feature.
I did find the ejection feature. I'm gonna wait for
You mean
Lucas to
immediately?
sit in it this summer and not lock it. Yeah, that'd be perfect. It's too
Film
low
it,
to
didn't
sit
happen.
out. You know I will. It's too low to sit in out here for the podcast.
Yeah.
I'd be looking up at the camera.
All right, so we ready to review this, or we want to give it a little bit more?
I am.
Oh, poor Grill.
Yeah, I don't have a bad review for it. It's super thick, man.
It's work.
It's a little work, man.
Yeah, if
a
it's
little
work, put it down.
So,
All right, who wants
for
to
it,
start?
Grill.
You want to start yours, Grim? Since
since I've
You're
already
done?
given mine.
yeah,
I'm gonna say 3.5 because the flavor's fantastic. There was no peppery to it. It was consistent all the way through. Like I thought it was a really well made cigar. It's just super tight. So like drawing from it was laborious. But all in all, it's an enjoyable cigar. If they made one that was a little less filler, I think I would rate it highly. But no, I mean, it's especially as I said, just flavor alone, it's very good.
okay,
Who else?
I can go. Or unless Robert's ready.
Go for it.
Robert looks like he's ready.
That's where the cinnamon punch kind of falling apart, but stayed, like he said, consistent to me all the way through. It was good output. It good flavor. Yeah, I like it.
What's your rating?
Probably 3.5, but only because the wrapper fell apart. I would have to have another one to better judge it.
Fair enough. For me, I've enjoyed the hell out of it. Again, love the smoke. I like the taste. No film in the mouth. It's been consistent the entire time. It did have a tunnel issue, so I had to knock it off for that. But I mean, I would say, maybe it's just this cigar, but Andy had the same tunneling issue, so I don't know. So maybe Grimm should have smoked this one, and he probably would have had a better experience because there's no problem with the draw. But I'm going to actually give it a 4 because I have enjoyed it that much. No tarriness at all, which is another good point for me. And yeah, I definitely give it a 4.
In a world where GOSS Cigars. Just figured I got the lens flare right. I gotta make it a little more true. So the only issue I've had with the cigar is it's a little tight. It's burned really well. Smoke output's been good. I really like the flavor. It's kind of leathery and cedary. That's what I'm getting. A little bit of tobacco tingle from it. I would definitely try another one. And I'm going to give it 4 leaves.
Nice.
Cue explosion behind me.
Boom. And if I was any kind of editor, I would do it.
I was like, can you make that happen?
No pressure.
Hell no.
So that means it's my turn. I had the Night Watchman. What was that? Friday, Gibs?
Yep.
No. It was
Thursday.
Wednesday or Thursday?
Thursday.
So, having had the Night Watchman, and this is a different line out of Goss's stuff. I was trying really hard not to compare the two, but for me, it's a consistent cigar. Its flavors remained fairly consistent throughout. It didn't change in its strengths. It's starting to get a little hot right here at the end. The construction was good, minus the little tunnel. But it wasn't a huge tunnel. It didn't take up the whole length of the cigar. I'll probably give it let's go as a 3 3/4, just to be weird.
Just to be awkward.
Yeah. So, I mean, I like it. I'd smoke another one. I don't know if I'd throw it in my go-to line, possibly because I haven't priced it to see what its what its MSRP is. But it's a good, consistent cigar. I'd offer it. I'd smoke it or I'd offer it to somebody else. Either way, so 3 3/4.
Yeah, I would not be offended if somebody offered me one.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I was talking
I guess. Oh, go ahead.
I was kind of tossing it back and forth. I was talking to Penny about it, and because she knows Nick, and I said, what I told her was, I know it's his first. It's the first cigar that I've had with with Nick's name on stuff, and I don't know that he's blended stuff out there, but give him credit for putting his name on something and sticking it out there and see what happens.
Yeah, it's very impressive for a first go.
Yeah.
So on that note, I think we'll wrap up this edition of our show. Again, if you like us, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're now on Threads, which I don't know why in the hell I'm putting myself through that, but we're on Threads as well. So reach out to us, talk to us. We are here for your entertainment, for your reviews, for your everything. So talk to us. We'll talk back, I promise. But if you like us, subscribe to us. I know all the the influencers out there say like and subscribe too much. I don't like to say it a lot, but it does help us. Because honestly, guys, this is a reason for us to get together and smoke a cigar. That's it. And if you can like and subscribe to us, we can keep smoking. And that makes us happy. So if you want to make us happy, like and subscribe. If you don't want to make us happy, we're probably going to smoke
Like and
anyway.
subscribe anyways.
Yeah. So
Or not. We're not your boss.
We're not. We don't care.
Yeah.
We're not your mom.
we don't own you. You do what you want. So I'm going to have to say good night. Or, yeah, good night.
Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night.
Afternoon. Good day.